What's one of the great places to start living a legacy life? It's a great question, and it's one that I'm always and in all ways asking those that I interact with. And I've come to understand it through these 5 words. The reasons that you want to get involved in living legacy life is to understand your life, your leadership, your legal aspects, your literacy, and your leverage. Now, on the surface, you might go, what? Stay with me because I want to present very briefly these 5 elements. They are what I would call the dashboard, the legacy dashboard. And I want to share these is because I'm always looking for finding the fun in making it so it is. I just want to share this with you so that you had something to touch as you start to jump into living legacy life, finding the fun in that journey, that unique journey, and the fun in adventures together with others, and to find ways in which to then bring aging confidently to the foreground for you. But now let's just take a look at each one of these and have a little fun with it. The first one is life. So living a legacy life, the life aspect of that. And that's really about your quality of life and looking at it from a whole perspective, all the different elements that go with that, your health and wellness, your work and job, your recreation and leisure, your volunteerism and philanthropy, and sort of think of those as sort of 4 broad areas. And it's about life, that quality of life and that standard of living that you associate with it. What's that all about? Have you ever taken some time to reflect on that? Because it's actually something that is of importance to reflect in and reflect on. Reflect while you're in it, and then when you take a step back, reflect on it. And you'll find yourself as you're moving through your 60s, moving towards 60s plus, is that if you really take the time and effort to do this reflection, it really will give you some really wonderful insights to work with. When it comes to leadership, we sort of gloss over that in some ways because we think, well, leadership's just for organizations. What's it got to do with my life? Well, actually, to lead is to guide others, to get them to think about or be inspired to use safer practices in their own life. And what you do from a leading point of view, in this case, maybe from role modeling and or through your conversations, you're helping them to live a legacy life so they can make it so it is. And therefore, that helping each person that you interact with, those collaborative conversations you're having with them, you're writing your extraordinary intergenerational story that you might be helping them do the same thing. So, leading is important. We'll dive deeper into that one on another video. The next one is the legal. And I placed it in here in the middle is to remind you that it's a constant reflection. There's a constant doing around the legal aspects. And this can be anything from your wills, your living wills, to the sense of your civility and interacting with whatever support you might need, even that with your caregivers or you as a caregiver. What does that legal aspect and the financial aspect that goes with that? And really thinking it through in terms of what financial resources do you have? Do you need more? How are you going to go about doing that? Really reflecting on that. The next one is literacy. And I'm extending literacy here to think about yes, there's the reading, writing, arithmetic. I get that. But there's the literacy of all the different essential areas of your life and the values that go with them, the mental, emotional, the social, the physical, all these kind of aspects. And I would add to that the ecological aspect of things, the philanthropy aspect, the spiritual aspect, and finding ways in which to bring those all together. And That is a really interesting topic because what that one does is it gets to understanding values and ethical values, ecological values, environmental values that you will tap into in some degree with your legacy stories and contributions and projects. So it's another important one. And the last one is leverage. Playing around with leverage, take the first E out, put love in there, the O for love to get leverage. It's really about being the lover of your aging. In other words, enjoying what's happening, finding the fun and making it so it is. The humor, the patience, the flexibility, the discretion as you move each day forward in living this legacy life, the being in this extraordinary intergenerational conversations, what it is that you're gifting forward. And how might you do that through like a lens of authenticity? You know, words like that, ideas like that, concepts like that, putting those into practice, the courage, the commitment. We'll be diving into those in a lot more detail. But this video was just to remind you of living a legacy life, these 5 elements that make up the legacy dashboard. And one of the keys here is to think about it this way. What is your experience of legacy? As you have quality of life, standard of living, what is your experience of legacy? And that's where I know that I can be of assistance. And the videos that are starting to show up here, even the playlist, are where you can go next. And I would certainly encourage you to grab a journal and go into the playlist of the prompts, the 1 to 3 minute videos, and write down ideas about finding the fun, having the fun, and making it so it is.